This video is about a situation we had with water getting in behind the siding into the crawl space and actually damaging the structural integrity of the house, particularly some of these load-bearing boards. So what happened here, and I'll show you a picture of it when it did happen right away. I needed to address it quickly, didn't have time to make videos, wanted to make sure that the house was safe and sound, but essentially right up here you'd see that the boards were starting to crush or to squish, creating almost like a V in the house. Let's flip to that picture real quick. Okay, and so whenever you see something like that, where these are load-bearing boards here, you see those crushing, you need to address that immediately. Get a post or something up there. What we did here is I had a carpenter come over, essentially puts the house on like a car jack to hold it up while he takes out the boards that were damaged, which you see here, here, and then along here, or sorry, along there, and replace those. He also reinforced this joist and did some joist work up there. So the first thing we wanted to make sure is to make sure everything was structurally safe and sound. We got that work done, so we felt good about that. But now we need to be able to solve for the problem so it doesn't just start happening again. So what you're going to find, and let me just grab the video here, I'm going to flip around and go over there. So what we found when we started removing some of these boards is that it was wet. So you can kind of see right up here, this is the underside. This is the outer wall that holds on the siding. This is the siding. And this is, it's crumbly. It's just wet, and I can break pieces of it off. We found that it was, water was coming down and damaging this board behind here was wet. We can even see here, sorry, 1 minute, that it's starting to bow and that this whole board is shot and wet. So obviously there's something where water is getting down in there. What we're gonna do is go outside the crawl space and look at the siding above this crawl space door and see if we can figure it out from there. Okay, so now we're outside the crawl space. Right here is where I was showing you how the outer wall is wet and disintegrating. So we're gonna need to come up here to see if we can identify the source of the problem. For frame of reference, this is the first unit deck. We have the 2 air conditioning units right here. But if I follow down this siding where the water would flow, a pretty obvious culprit is right here, this gap. Typically now this should have some sort of flashing or protective barrier so that the water coming down wouldn't get in here and hit the inner wall behind the siding. But here it doesn't seem to be. I can actually just put my hand down there and feel that it's wet. So I think what's happening is water's coming in here. It's waterlogging the wall. It's coming down here. You can see over here, clearly this has been waterlogged so much that it's bowed out and it's starting to billow. So we're gonna need to replace all of these walls and the siding there as well, and as well as right up here. So to do that, we're gonna have to call a roof and siding type operation, and that's certainly outside my skill set, and get a quote.